From the moment I got my Apple MacBook Pro with M1, I studied for a long time the possibility of using a docking station at my home office for this MacBook Pro. MacBook Pro with M1 is a very capable laptop. It can be a good desktop replacement as long as you are not a gamer. MacBook Pro with M1 excels in content creation applications, sometimes performing much better than a desktop PC with an expensive video card. But if you want to use your MacBook Pro as a desktop replacement, you definitely need a docking station. The reason is simple: you need to expand the laptop's connectivity, which is minimal, the only two Thunderbolt ports, which is far too little for a home use scenario. A docking station is a laptop accessory that expands your laptop's connectivity when you're at your desk and helps you connect all the peripherals on your desk to your laptop with a single cable. When I say everything, I mean absolutely everything, from USB accessories like keyboard and mouse, external hard drives, to monitors, speakers, and even your laptop battery charger. Very convenient and simple. In the business environment, it is said that this increases the productivity of employees, and this is true if we only take into account the fact that docking helps you work on 2 or even 3 large monitors compared to the small included display of your laptop. You have to consider the compatibility of a docking station with your laptop. In general, the laptop and the docking are fully compatible as long as both are produced by the same manufacturer. There are also manufacturers of universal docking stations, such as CalDigit, which are preferred by Apple laptop users, but they are very expensive. Apple does not manufacture docking stations, and not all models of docking stations are compatible with Apple laptops. Because the Apple MacBook Pro with M1 has a Thunderbolt port, I looked for a Thunderbolt docking station option. These docking station models are more powerful, but also more expensive. The challenge for me was to find a cheap docking station, but compatible with my MacBook. This docking station from Dell, an older model, Dell TB16, caught my attention. I found various opinions on the forums. Some users said it works with MacBook Pro, others said it doesn't. The Dell TB16 is a Thunderbolt 3 docking station that supports 3 external monitors on HDMI, DisplayPort, VGA, and DisplayPort over USB Type-C. It also has a gigabit network port, audio port, and USB 2.0 and USB 3.0. It comes with a 180 watts power adapter and can charge a laptop with up to 130 watts, enough for a MacBook Pro with M1. After detailed documentation, I realized that Dell TB16 dock is compatible with MacBook Pro if it has the latest firmware version installed. For firmware upgrade you need a Dell laptop. That's the only way to upgrade. You must download the docking station firmware upgrade utility from the product support page on the Dell website. Find link in description. Then connect the laptop to the docking station, and run the firmware upgrade application. Many users have reported errors and the firmware upgrade has not finished. In this case, you need to go to My Devices in Windows and uninstall the Thunderbolt driver. Then go to the Dell website at the laptop support page and install an older driver from 2019. Then run the dock upgrade utility again and the upgrade will be successful. Find information and links in the description. Before the firmware update, the dock was useless in use with a MacBook Pro. The USB ports worked, but you had no video signal on any of the dock ports. After the firmware update, I have 3 video ports that work: VGA, HDMI, and DisplayPort via USB Type-C. The DisplayPort, the big one, still remains non-functional. But at least I can use the USB Type-C port, and for that I bought a USB Type-C cable to DisplayPort. That's how I managed to give a video signal on my 32-inch monitor with 4K resolution at 60 Hz. To give a video signal on several monitors, it doesn't work, but this time it's not to blame docking, but Apple, who limited the expansion of the image to a single external monitor other than the one integrated on the laptop. The USB ports work as they should. The network port also works. I have a problem with audio ports on the back of the dock. Mac OS sees it, but nothing is heard in the speakers. It's strange, but the one in front works. Even with these small shortcomings, the impossibility of using the DisplayPort and the rear audio port, Dell Dock TB16 remains an exceptional option for use with MacBook Pro. And that's because the price is incredibly low for such a device. I paid about $50 for it. The major drawback is that this dock is no longer produced and you have to buy it used. You have to pay attention to the plug adapter that comes with it. The minimum recommended for good operation is 180 watts, not less. I think that this is the cheapest version of dock for Apple laptops at the moment. But be careful with that firmware upgrade, it must be done to work well with the MacBook Pro. Write in the comments if you have found other docking station variants from other manufacturers that work with Apple MacBook Pro. Of course, I am interested in affordable models. I know that Dell also has a dock that goes with M1 laptops and that allows the use of 2 external monitors, because that dock includes DisplayLink technology, a technology that allows avoiding the Apple restriction of limiting to 1 external monitor. It's about the Dell Dock D6000. I also had a Dell D6000, but between it and the Dell TB16 I chose the latter because it supports Thunderbolt connection, which for me is more useful from the perspective of better transfer speed performance.